Okay. So my name is Joe Isaac, and I've been a long time working with the HC OSM team. So we've got a dedicated team in Wipro who work very closely on these frameworks. We work with other frameworks as well and try to build solutions around 5G. So I have a colleague called Shweta also who will join me. So today we've planned the presentation in two slots, 50 minutes of presentation, what we'll showcase to you from a video demo. We just showcased that at Telemanagement Forum, and the same thing we used in open source Mano to embed TMF APIs. So we took a large initiative this time to take the Telemanagement Forum APIs or 5G APIs into OSM Mano and enable the whole thing. All these years at Telemanagement Forum, people have been using commercial orchestrators, and this time we pushed very hard for open source HC orchestrator, and they accepted it was well taken to the ground. So one of the areas I think, yeah, yeah. So one of the areas which comes up here is the advent of 5G as a technology, which has been providing a lot of opportunity for operators, for vertical industries to provide more faster and more responsive network service experiences from end customer perspective. The change here from away from a telco network has been here that how do I accommodate a vertical market like a utility market or a retail market or a hospitality market or a health sales market. The concept of slicing slightly varies here from a use perspective, right? So verticals have their own, every vertical or every business segment have their own levels of capabilities to leverage from a service product perspective. So the need and focus level can also change based on the business needs at that point of time and the on-demand features expected from the 5G network. So when you have a vertical level of communication and domain capabilities also change. What applies to telecom application may not be the same which applies to a retail application or to a healthcare application, right? So 5G has brought in the whole concept of slicing. How do you slice the network? How do you enable an APIs to give you more, to give you the exact customer need, what they're looking for. So here in this scenario, you may have an entity where the entity itself can become a resource or it can be a service, and that becomes a critical point there, right? So we divided this all of these service. We divided the service abstractions into different layers to address the market. So we defined the first layer as the communication services as one of the layer, which is a factual running layer today. But when they are introduced with 5G with slicing as a concept, we brought in some additional layers in line with the 3GPP standards, where we have network slice services, network sub-slice services, network as a service, and how do I bundle all this together, right? Now, the bundling and debundling of services, if were to be done on demand, how critical is going to be, right? There is maybe there is a telemedicine application, and how if you want to dynamically increase the bandwidth, increase an application latency or reduce it, the ability of a customer to able to control these factors becomes very critical, and that's where we are trying to bring an API-based system to enable this whole segment. And we believe that the whole of these interfaces will be digitized, and hence the whole digital concept giving rise to an exclusive digital marketplace, which makes it more compliant from a B2B perspective. So this also brings in much more complex issues especially when you have to have a multiple vertical retail services. So you start with a digital service where somebody is able to access the service. It could be a telco to telco wholesale, or it could be a vertical application or a wholesaler to a dealer application, right? So the different layers of complexity might derive here in a very different way. From a telco stand, it is still something somebody is going to fulfill a service, some is going to assure that service, some is going to build that service and manage it. But then what happens to the whole of these services? How do you ensure that the services are running effectively, at the quality of service or the class of service what they promise to the customers? Because vertical needs have their own specific needs, and how to customize my orchestration layers to manage it. So the concept here that we try to do, a container-based orchestration service, a network slice as a service, network sub-slice as a service, and if I were to bundle all this together with an resource orchestrator, how would they function, right? So the commonality between these services might differ, but stitching all this together to ensure that you have a logical service flow of these policies of these orchestration layers, which embed back into the whole ecosystem, and then you're able to apply a policy dynamically at the right time, how the customer perceives it, and that makes it, I think, more viable from a particular vertical domain perspective. So these also, so the certain layers here, we try to draft up some of these concepts, that what does this mean? What do we mean when to say that, at each layer you need to provide certain of these quality of services or the class of services? How do I distinguish them? So we try to define these layers as a context there, that how should a customer service be perceived as? What should the various components be a part of it? How should the inter-services services between orchestrators or between the services function? How should a slice function in a sequence of services? What happens if a series of slices do not function because the radio networks can fail? Radio networks are live networks running. Small disruptions can create issues there. How are you able to convolage between a domain orchestrator like a RAN or a radio orchestrator with these functions, with the services running on it, right? So these complexities are in some form brought together, stitched together, to make sure that you have better control on the whole of the ecosystem, right? So here we define this whole service orchestrator as a concept. How to have your communication services management framework? How to enable this into a network services management framework or into a subslice management framework? And how to patch this all resources all together to make sure that we have more control on the whole of these layers. This is slightly different. We found it very difficult to implement this within our system. From the last time to now, we've been changing based on the 3GPP standards, which have been reorientating. In release 15, we had some specifications done. When it came to release 16, again, we made some changes. But to arrive at a perfection here, we've not been able to. But I think with the APIs, we were able to do something. Second part, with the whole of the 5G packet core going in completely SBA based, right, service based, the whole need to have an API based integration becomes very vital in any such orchestration framework. And that becomes slightly critical here in this whole of this game. So we defined certain amount of these APIs from the Telemanagement Forum, which is the API suite for network as a service, where we have APIs defined for TMF 633, which is service catalog based, or 640, which is the service activation configuration, or the service inventory, the qualification of a service, how should a service order get instantiated. These APIs are inbuilt in the whole function. How should a ticket get organized in the system when a service is degrading by its own self? How are you able to talk to a control layer of an SDN control layer and fix an issue much proactively? And these, I think, we were able to fuse these together and provide the whole thing. So we provided two reference architectures which went into the demo. One was where this architect functional block diagram gives a whole view of how we fused in the whole TMF APIs, which were from the Telemanagement Forum, the 3GPP interfaces which we use from the 3GPP standards, and the HC NFV ISG standards for the Solfy integration for the whole platform. This whole thing we will demo to you. So we have taken EMBB only as a case and shown here, but the original demo we had for MMTC and URLCC slices as well, packaging the whole thing together. So another reference we pulled up against saying the only difference between the earlier reference and this one is that the earlier one had a service manager framework and a design framework, service design concept a part of it, where the end provider or the service provider was able to model the service so that he can offer it, and it's easy to plug in and plug out software models at his own choice. For example, if somebody wants to plug in maybe a firewall from an organization, and then maybe somebody wants to plug in an open firewall or another load balancer software. So that ability, I think, we gave in the service design software, where they were able to manage it. Whereas here, I think the whole thrust was, how do I manage the cross-domain inventory managers across? Because you have a huge underlay, which can be a radio network, access network. It can be an optical network serving you between the radio nodes. And if I were to merge all this together, how the whole function works. So we got APIs enabled, TMF APIs enabled to access these again from the orchestrator framework. Some of the extensions which extensively we worked on, which got into the HC frameworks again from a lot of work happened on this, was to enable. We got the HC OSM orchestrator document framework also embedded into the TMF document for 5G vertical slicing document. So we extended TMF 641 to customize the whole preparation of the whole of that orchestrator service. How do you design it? How do you pre-provision it? How do you do set up the network environment from a preparation from a single click perspective from an orchestrator? How are you able to instantiate it? How can you configure it? How do you manage the entire life cycle of the whole network slice instance? Second, I think we extended something else towards creating this whole Mano wrapper and Mano scheduler, right? So the scheduler sets the services, and then we're able to instantiate this from the APIs and calling this from anywhere where they're located, so that the end services are easily made available. The third thing we extended from TMF from HC was again was on the zero touch network, where we were able to do the zero touch network in the service management framework, again adapting the same thing using the OODA framework back into the HC orchestrator. So to summarize some of these, what we learned from these extensions were that we were able to expose communication services, the radio communication services, to specific vertical industries. Second, we were able to provide specialized and guaranteed services to customers and on demand. I think one of the biggest requirements which comes up in most of these healthcare segments, for example, I think there was last week, there was one of these Canadian operators, which was the whole of that 5G summit is all about how applications will be served from the orchestrator and how they meet on-demand need. That was a big thing, right? How can you meet the fulfillment of SLAs across process being monitored online at the control layer? How are you able to charge the whole? I mean, if there is a deterioration of a service, how are you able to provide say discounts to customers when there is a disruption of service? How are you able to proactively fix the service? How are you able to manage the SLAs on an application live through the network without having to invoke or separately invoke it? Or how we try to make the whole services critical enough and trigger dynamic changes. So we will try to show you a video demo of the whole of this whatever we developed out. So successfully we could get that whole APS embedded there. Shweta, can you just show the demo?
Yeah, sure. I'll share my screen. Hi, I'm Shweta from Wipro. So I will be, I'm working on HC OSM Mano Orchestrator. And today I'll be showing a short demo and enabling TMF open APIs over HC OSM Mano. So last month we had this TMF Forum Aviator Catalyst in which we presented this demo. Due to time constraint, I'll be showing a short demo and take a power snippet from that. And I am, so this particular use case has the communication services defined from the airport environment. So here in this environment, Mr. Smith is a passenger who has opted for a shuttle to the airport, and he is offered the free shuttle, and he takes a VR facility in which eMBB type of slice is used to serve that service. The second is the airport, inside the airport terminal, the second type of service for the advertisement updates. So there are interactive advertisements for the passengers, which will be served by the URLC type of slice, and the frequent advertisement updates by the eMBB type of slice. The third type of service provided was monitoring of the aircraft maintenance data, which was again served by eMBB 10G slice. And the fourth is the real-time monitoring of the aircraft sensors, which will be achieved by MMTC type of slice. So all these services will have differentiated latency and QoS parameters, the service guarantee parameters. Now the next is the functional view on how this was achieved. So Digital Marketplace had invoked the service orchestrator using TMF 641 API, and HC OSM Mano was invoked using TMF 641 API. HC OSM Mano also, we had created a wrapper which invoked TMF 638 API active inventory. So the whole solution provides the seamless provisioning of slice and subnets at different data centers. So we had defined various national and regional data centers and the edge data center. So I'll just take a snippet from the edge data center, in which we had deployed AMF, SMF, UPF, And the various RAN function elements will be deployed on the edge data centers and the regional data centers like CU, CP, CU, UP, and GU. We have used OAI, ASMF, AMF, SMF, and UPF, and now this is the service design, which is can be done by the pre-configuration part or on demand. This is the network slice template which we have designed for eMBB 4K. So we have 3 network services references inside it: AMF, SMF, and UPF, and these are the simple network slice template descriptor file. We have created a data center as BTC01, which is enabled on the OpenStack. This will be our edge data center, and the NS packages are also defined and onboarded. AMF, SMF, and UPF. We have kept the eMBB 4K slice in the terminated state. Now this is the payload of the customer order request, in which the slice name, the customer's device details and its locations, the requirements of latitude, longitude, the location, and the performance parameters are sent as a part of customer order from the digital marketplace. This customer order is broken into the service order, CFS, and the RFS, which will be shown in this BSS screen. The eMBB 4K, and then the active inventory is invoked, and an RFS event is generated there, which invokes the HCOSM ANO. So once the create button is invoked, TMF 641 payload will be invoked for the HCOSM ANO wrapper. So this is the RFS of eMBB 4K, which is created in active inventory module. So this is TMF 641 eMBB 4K, in which the start time, date, end date, time from, and time to is there, and also the edge data center name based on the latitude and longitude of the customer. We have identified the nearest data center. So this is the these are the payloads of MMTC or RLC TMF 641, which we had implemented in the OSM ANO wrapper. This is eMBB 10G. So now this is the OSM ANO wrapper server logs, which has received the request of TMF 641, which is create service order, and a thread of scheduler is invoked at the start time and the end time. And we have created the order item as well. And there will be scheduler jobs created, which will be in active state. And once the start time begins, the job will be executed and the slice will be provisioned for the customer. So now this is again the server logs, in which the thread of scheduler has been invoked, and we have called the OSM ANO not bound interface of instantiate, and when we are instantiating the network slice. So this is the dynamic, we are leveraging TMF 641 API for dynamic slicing and sub slicing. So this is the thread task scheduler. As we can see that the job is executed. We will now go to the OSM ANO screen and see that the network slice is provisioned and is running state. We have used OpenStack as Vim, so we can see the network topology. And we have 3 VMs and VLDs created of AMF, SMF, and UPF. So we will launch all the 3 instances. We have used OpenAir interface, snap version of AMF, SMF, and UPF, as they can easily be tested using the simulators of GNB and UEs. And UPF can be tested by PFCP procedures. So now we have launched AMF console, and this is the versions of Docker containers which can be installed on the Kubuntu. And we have used the default configurations as of now. We have just changed the network interfaces and the IPs for communication. So we are first loading the configuration file of AMF by unit. We have already changed the network interfaces and the The rest are the default ones. So once the configuration file is uploaded, we'll just start the script of AMF. We had also used HCOSM Mano in TMF Forum, and the other components of RAN were implemented by other companies in TM Forum. We have just used the 5G packet core as for orchestrating it using HCOSM Mano. Now this is SMF. We have launched the configuration file, and then we'll start the SMF. The slices can be pre-configured and instantiated for the subscriber. We have also done the pre-configurations. We can also create the dynamic, dynamic configurations using the APIs. We have also configured HCO and OSM Mano integrated with the closed loop automation system using TMF 664 for the real-time tactical service assurance. So we have loaded this. Now this is an example on how the slices are being decommissioned because the customer has opted for a particular duration. So now the slice has been terminated, and we can. So this is how we have used TMF APIs for the on-demand provisioning and deprovisioning of the slices, and we can see that the thread of scheduler has been executed and the slice is in terminated state. Thank you. I'll stop.